The 1917 1-cent coin, commonly known as the 1917 Lincoln wheat penny, is one of the most fascinating and historically rich coins in early American numismatics. This coin was minted during a period marked by both national pride and global uncertainty, as the United States was deeply involved in World War I. The Lincoln cent, which had been introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, continued to be struck through the war years, symbolizing endurance and the American spirit. The 1917 penny remains a favorite among collectors because it represents a piece of history minted from nearly pure copper during an era of major global transformation. The obverse front of the 1917 penny features a detailed portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, whose initials, V.D.B., appeared on the very first 1909 issue but were later removed and reintroduced in a less visible location in 1918. Lincoln is shown facing right, with the word "Liberty" to his left and the motto, "In God We Trust," inscribed above his head. To the right of Lincoln's image is the date 1917, and some versions carry a mint mark below the date, either a D for the Denver Mint or an S for the San Francisco Mint, while those without a mint mark were struck at the Philadelphia Mint. This simple yet powerful design pays homage to the nation's 16th president, a symbol of unity and freedom during one of America's most defining eras. The reverse back of the 1917 penny continues the wheat ears design, featuring two stylized stalks of wheat curving inward along both edges. Between them, the denomination, 1 cent, is boldly displayed, and beneath it, the words, United States of America. Above this is the Latin motto, E pluribus unum, meaning, out of many, one, representing the unity of the American states. This design, which was used from 1909 until 1958, gives the coin its popular nickname, the wheat penny. The reverse design symbolizes the agricultural strength and prosperity of early 20th century America, as well as its growing industrial might during the First World War. In terms of composition, the 1917 penny was made of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, giving it a reddish-brown color when freshly minted. Over time, most surviving examples have developed various tones ranging from light brown to deep chocolate due to oxidation and circulation wear. The coin measures 19 millimeters in diameter and weighs approximately 3.11 grams. These specifications remained standard for Lincoln cents until the composition changed during World War II, when copper became scarce and the U.S. Mint temporarily switched to steel in 1943. The 1917 penny's durable copper composition contributes to its longevity, allowing many examples to survive in collectible condition even after more than a century. 3 different mints produced the 1917 Lincoln cent. Philadelphia, no mint mark. Denver, D. And San Francisco, S. The Philadelphia Mint struck the highest number, with over 196 million coins, while Denver produced about 55 million, and San Francisco minted around 32 million. Despite these large mintages, many coins were heavily circulated, and high-grade uncirculated examples, especially those with full red color, are considered quite valuable today. Mint state specimens with sharp details and original red luster can fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on their condition and grading. In terms of errors and varieties, the 1917 penny has a few notable examples that excite collectors. The most famous is the 1917 doubled die obverse, where the doubling of the date and parts of Lincoln's profile can be clearly seen under magnification. This error occurred when the die received more than one misaligned impression during hubbing. Such varieties are rare and highly sought after, often commanding substantial premiums in the coin market. Other minor variations in strike quality, planchet condition, And minting details also contribute to the diversity of collectible specimens from this year. From a historical perspective, the 1917 penny holds immense significance. It was minted during a year when the United States had just entered World War I, and the American economy was shifting to wartime production. Copper was a critical material for the war effort, used extensively in ammunition and electrical wiring, making it remarkable that the mint continued producing copper coins in such large quantities. Each 1917 penny thus represents a tangible connection to a pivotal moment in U.S. and world history, a symbol of both sacrifice and perseverance. In the modern coin market, values vary widely based on condition and mint mark. A well-worn 1917 penny might be worth only a few cents above face value, while a lightly circulated one could bring a few dollars. However, uncirculated pieces with rich red luster can command anywhere between $50 and $300 or more, depending on grade and mint. Exceptional specimens certified by professional grading services, like PCGS or NGC, can reach even higher values. The 1917S and 1917D mint-marked coins generally carry higher premiums than the Philadelphia issue, especially in better conditions. Collectors often appreciate the 1917 penny not only for its numismatic value but also for its symbolic meaning. It embodies an era when the nation faced global conflict, economic change, and the forging of modern America. Owning a 1917 Lincoln wheat penny is like holding a small piece of American resilience, artistry, and history in your hand. The 1917 Lincoln wheat penny is not just a coin. It is a historical artifact that bridges the past and the present. When this penny was minted, the world was undergoing massive changes. The First World War had reached its peak, and in April 1917, the United States officially declared war on Germany. American factories began producing ammunition, uniforms, and supplies for the Allied forces, and the economy was rapidly transforming. Despite all this, the U.S. Mint continued producing coins to maintain circulation and public trust in the nation's currency. The 1917 penny circulated among soldiers, factory workers, farmers, and families passing through the hands of ordinary Americans who were living through one of the most critical times in history. Every 1917 penny you see today carries with it the marks of time and the echoes of those years. Many were used to buy bread, milk, or newspapers that carried war headlines. Some might have traveled overseas in the pockets of American soldiers, serving as tiny tokens of home. The copper from which the coin was made also symbolized the industrial strength of the United States. Copper was one of the most in-demand materials during the war, used in bullets, artillery shells, and communications wire. The continued minting of copper pennies showed how important everyday commerce remained even during global turmoil. Collectors value the 1917 penny for more than its metal. They treasure its story. Over the decades, the coin has become a timeless reminder of American resilience. Its design, simple yet profound, is one of the longest-running coin designs in U.S. history. Victor D. Brenner S. of Abraham Lincoln became an icon of honesty and unity, serving as a reminder of the president who guided the country through the Civil War. By featuring Lincoln's portrait, the penny became the first U.S. coin to honor a real person rather than a symbolic figure, a major milestone in American numismatic tradition. The condition of a 1917 penny plays a huge role in its value. Most of the pennies minted that year were heavily circulated, meaning they show wear and smoothing of Lincoln's hair, beard, and cheek details. However, uncirculated examples, those that escaped everyday handling, retain their sharp design and original color. Collectors categorize pennies into three main color grades: red, RD, red-brown, RB, and brown, BN. Red coins have their full original mint luster and are the most desirable. Red-brown coins retain partial brilliance, while brown coins have toned completely over time. A brilliant red 1917 penny in mint condition can sell for impressive sums at auctions, especially if it bears the San Francisco S or Denver D mint mark. The 1917 S penny, struck in San Francisco, is considered the rarest of the three versions. Although over 32 million were produced, very few have survived in pristine, uncirculated form. The 1917 D from Denver is also sought after, particularly in grades higher than extremely fine. The Philadelphia issue, which lacks a mint mark, is the most common, but even it can be highly valuable in gem condition. A perfectly preserved 1917 penny graded MS 67 red, mint state 67, by a professional grading company can command thousands of dollars due to its rarity and visual appeal. Beyond condition and mint mark, die varieties and errors add another layer of fascination for collectors. The most famous, as mentioned earlier, is the 1917 doubled die obverse, which clearly shows doubling on the date and some letters. Collectors search for this variety because it is among the most visually striking and historically important doubled dies in the early Lincoln cent series. Other minor variations include off-center strikes, repunched mint marks, RPM, and die cracks, which can enhance the uniqueness and value of a coin. The grading scale used to evaluate coins ranges from poor P1, which is barely identifiable, to mint state MS 70, which is a flawless coin. Most circulated 1917 pennies fall between grades good G4 and fine F12, while those that escaped circulation might range from extremely fine XF40 to mint state MS 65 or higher. Coins graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC receive official certification, which boosts collector confidence and market value. Over the decades, the 1917 penny has become a centerpiece for coin enthusiasts building Lincoln cent collections. Many collectors strive to assemble complete sets from 1909 to 1958, covering all mint marks and major varieties. The 1917 issues, especially those from Denver and San Francisco, are essential pieces in that puzzle. As time passes, these coins become harder to find in top condition, making them increasingly desirable among both hobbyists and serious investors. In recent years, coin shows, online auctions, and collector forums have seen growing interest in early Lincoln cents, including the 1917 edition. Prices fluctuate based on market demand, but the long-term trend has been upward, especially for certified red examples. Even modestly preserved pieces carry sentimental and historical value, often passed down through generations as family heirlooms. The cultural legacy of the 1917 penny also stands out. It reminds Americans of a period defined by hard work, sacrifice, and progress. During those years, people saved every cent they could, and the penny, though small, represented hope, thrift, and perseverance. It was an era before electronic transactions, when every coin mattered. Today, holding a 1917 penny can almost feel like touching the past itself, a tangible piece of history that tells stories of war, industry, and unity. If you enjoy learning about rare and historic coins like the 1917 wheat penny, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel, Rare Coins Value.